story of Rochester's Sacred Heart Cathedral began nearly 100 years ago when the parish was founded in 1911 by Monsignor George Burns. As the parish grew, more land was secured. The cornerstone to this present church was laid in 1925, and the building opened in 1927, still as a parish church. With the closing and sale of the old St. Patrick's Cathedral, located near Kodak headquarters on State Street, Sacred Heart became the temporary or pro-cathedral. In 1952, Sacred Heart was officially dedicated as our diocesan cathedral. While some adaptations were made to the building following the Second Vatican Council, it wasn't until the most recent renovations, begun in 2003, that changes were made that would enable Sacred Heart to be more comfortably and practically both a parish and diocesan church. These renovations included a new roof, more parking, better lighting and sound system, gardens and outdoor shrines, a bride's room, additional restrooms, air conditioning, and better handicapped accessibility. The altar was moved forward into the midst of the people, offering better sightlines. Flexible seating in the form of chairs rather than pews allows the seating pattern of the cathedral to be easily altered. Chairs added and the aisles narrowed to increase seating to close to 800 for chrism mass or diocesan confirmations. Chairs removed to accommodate wedding and funeral processions. Removing all the chairs in the rear of the church allows the entire assembly to gather around the font at the Easter Vigil. As you walk down the aisle to the front of the church, you'll notice niches in the wall. These were once confessionals, but now they house various shrines. Near the font, with its glass doors and Steuben vessels, is the ambry, containing the oils used for baptism, confirmation, holy orders, and the anointing of the sick. These oils are blessed by the bishop each year at the annual chrism mass. Other side niches are shrines to St. Joseph and St. John Fisher, patron of the Diocese of Rochester. As we move to the front, you'll notice the altar, the symbol of Christ in the Eucharist. Made of dark granite, the altar was designed in the shape of a cross, mirroring the shape of the font. Sealed into the platform beneath the new altar are 65 altar stones and over 100 relics of saints sent to Sacred Heart from parishes throughout the diocese. Moving to the front left side of the cathedral is the Eucharistic Chapel, or Chapel of Reservation, where the Blessed Sacrament is reserved for the sick. The bronze housing of the tabernacle is from Rochester's St. Philip Neri Church, where a priest and a nun died in a 1967 fire while attempting to rescue the Blessed Sacrament. Look carefully at the ceiling in this chapel, and you will see stars. Stars painted to match the night sky on March 3, 1868, the day the Diocese of Rochester was established. At the front of the cathedral, standing nearly 40 feet tall, you can't miss our Halloran All Saints organ. Dedicated by Bishop Clark in September 2008, this 50-stop mechanical action instrument was built especially for our cathedral by Paul Fritz of Tacoma, Washington. Our organ takes its name from those generous donors who provided the funds for the instrument, Father Emmett Halloran, and 2 anonymous donors to honor those buried in 2 diocesan cemeteries. Do you recognize the 2 carved figures on the organ? At the left is St. Cecilia, patroness of music with her organ pipes. At the right, Miriam, the prophetess, sister of Aaron, who in the Exodus story took up a timbrel or drum and sang a song to the Lord. In front of the organ stands the Ambo or pulpit. Once perched atop a pedestal base and reached by climbing up several steps, it has been beautifully restored and nestled into the steps between the altar and choir area, speaking to the connection between the liturgy of the Word and the liturgy of the Eucharist. Lastly, on the far right side is our beautiful new statue of the Madonna and Child, which was carved in Italy from linden wood. Many people feel really drawn to this depiction of the young mother in headband, holding her bouncing baby Jesus. This statue, like so many pieces throughout our cathedral, can inspire hope and faith in parishioners and visitors alike. Those of us who are part of the cathedral community pray that this sacred space will continue to inspire for generations yet to come.